2008, he worked as a property manager and affordable housing developer in the nonprofit sector. He started his own business, Apex Real Estate Consulting Service, and currently works as a real estate agent for the city of Oakland, where he has been of service for almost 5 years. Mr. Reese was also elected to office and served 12 years as a board member of the Ambrose Recreation and Park District in Bay Point, California. Mr. Reese studied at Mount Diablo High School, Diablo Valley Community College, California State University at Fullerton, and is currently graduating with a Master of Business Administration in Accounting from the Keller Graduate School of Management. Mr. Reese has a real estate broker license commissioned by the state of California as a notary public. He is also currently pursuing a certification as a senior right-of-way professional. He is a member of the International Right-of-Way Association, the National Forum of Black Public Administrators, and serves on the board of directors for De Anza Housing Corporation. Please join me in welcoming our graduate student speaker.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd like to welcome you all to the commencement ceremony for the Keller Graduate School of Management and DeVry University, class of February 2013. I'd like to extend a sincere congratulations to all of my classmates, their parents, grandparents, spouses, children, brothers, sisters, families, aunts, uncles, cousins, supervisors, babysitters, boyfriends, girlfriends, all of whom have supported us and encouraged us during our academic journey. I'd like to thank Chabot College for hosting us today, our professors, administrative staff at Keller and DeVry, and staff at the Financial Aid Office. We know it as FAFSA. Thank them. My name is Anthony James Reese, and I feel very special today. Yeah, I said it. I'm special.
Right. Special every day.
Right, but it's not how you might think. In middle school, I was diagnosed with a learning disability called dyslexia. From 8th grade to 10th grade, I was required to attend special ed courses, special education courses. And during that time, my friends would tease me, saying Anthony's on his way to his dumb classes, or here comes Anthony from his retarded classes. And I would yell back at them, I'm not dumb, I'm not retarded, I'm just special.
That's right.
As a student athlete with a learning disability, school was never easy for me. I graduated high school in 1985. Hey, respect your elders. Respect your elders. I attended community college until 1987. Then I transferred to California State University, Fullerton, where I continued to struggle academically. Well, in 1989, I ended up on academic probation, and shortly thereafter, I got expelled. I just couldn't keep up with my classmates, and I was too embarrassed to ask for help. And on top of that, in college, they don't have special education courses, so I didn't know what to do. You on your own. After my football coach found out that I was expelled, he referred me to the Disabled Student Learning Center on campus, where again, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I hoped it went away. I thought it might go away, but it didn't go away. So I continued to, at the Resource Center, they taught me specific techniques that helped me overcome the challenges of my learning disability. They also assigned me a tutor. But even with this newfound support, I still didn't believe that I could graduate. I was struggling with my confidence at the time. I called my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, and told her I was done with college. I'm coming home. This is too hard. I don't think this is for me. And she replied, if you quit, don't come home to me. and she also said that you told my dad that you were going to graduate, get a job, and marry me. Do you really want my dad to think that you're not a man of your word? So within 12 months, I was reinstated and off academic probation. Went back to Cal State Fullerton, and in 1991, I earned a bachelor's degree in mass communications with a concentration in public relations.
All right. All right.
I currently work for the City of Oakland as a real estate agent. I don't like that title because I'm a real estate broker. You don't know the difference. Well, my title is real estate agent for the Office of Neighborhood Investment. And so I've been there about 5 years, and about 3 years ago, I went to my boss and said, you know, I want to be on a leadership team. What do I have to do to get promoted? And he replied, without pause, he said, you have to have a master's degree to get promoted now. So I set a goal. I went back to school, Keller, Graduate School of Management. I enrolled. Thanks to a dear friend who, I think I seen him coming out of BART, and he told me I could do it. I didn't believe him at first, but he told me I can do it. Chris is here, Chris Scott. I think I seen him. He told me I could do it. And he told me enough times, and I believed him. So I went back to school. And 28 years after graduating from high school, I'm graduating this month, Black History Month, with a master's degree in business administration with a concentration in accounting.
All right. Yeah.
I'm not done, but I'm still that special ed kid, and I struggle with dyslexia every day. But my friends aren't calling me dummy anymore. So as graduation drew near for me, our friends started asking me, now what? What are you going to do now, man? And as I meditated on this question, I thought it would be a great theme for our commencement today. Now what is the question that I'm posing to my classmates? Now that we've graduated, now that we're prepared, now that we are masters of our given trade, or one step closer to mastering our given trade, I asked you, now what? Are we simply looking forward to our next promotion? Or was our goal just to elevate ourselves above others by the comma and acronyms that will follow our last name? Again, I asked you, now what? As current and future executives, are we willing to challenge the corporate consciousness of the companies we work for? Are we willing to put ourselves out there to influence governmental policy for the betterment of humankind? The question is still, now what? This question, or the answer to this question, is going to be different for every individual in my class. However, this is a question that we must all ask ourselves. It's very interesting to me how a two-word question instigates such deep thought. It's also interesting to me how our individual responses to this two-word question can bring about profound changes in our communities, in our society. Martin Luther King Jr. says, intelligence plus character is the goal of true education. Intelligence plus character is the goal of true education. Now the challenge is upon us to assume the responsibility, any responsibility, and put our newfound intelligence and our improved character to task. Let us all pick a purpose and be resolved to contribute to the betterment of humankind, and may Jehovah God bless our efforts yet to come. To the graduating students of Keller, Graduate School of Management, and DeVry University, class of February 2013, please stand up and congratulate yourself and your loved ones today.
I know that's right.
At DeVry University, besides referring to ourselves as the career university, we have a saying that says, "Let nothing stand in your way." And certainly, that graduate of the Keller Graduate School of Management at DeVry University exemplifies the spirit of DeVry University, and let nothing stand in his way. Thank you very much for that.
All right.
Continuing on, as Paul Cobb said, service to community and to the people around you is an important aspect of life. Our first undergraduate speaker this morning, who last